Another trading week about to kick off right here at the New York Stock Exchange, and after last week's seesaw trading sessions, investors are wondering if we're going to see a week of gains or a week of losses, because despite a strong start last week, the markets did slide midweek. The Dow, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq hitting all-time highs to start, but the rising Delta variant, COVID fears, and reports of the Fed looking to start tapering paved the way for a struggle midweek. And at the same time, WTI crude oil tumbling more than 8% for the week, taking energy stocks with it on the downside, and all three major indices were on track to close the week lower. Before Friday's session, the S&P 500 down 0.7%, the Nasdaq and Dow down about 1%. But now it's time for us to look ahead. What direction will the markets move? Positive, negative, up, down, left, right? Let's now take a look to see what will likely move the markets in the week ahead. Now we begin on Monday with market manufacturing, market services, and market composite PMI reads out of France, Germany, the UK, the EU, and the United States, while also due out of the European Union. We have the release of the EU's August Consumer Confidence Report, which is expected at a read of -5. At the same time, Tuesday sees us in Germany with second quarter GDP due out. Expectations call for a read of 1.5% quarter over quarter and 9.2% year over year. Also right here in the United States, we have the release of July new home sales figures. Expectations call for a read of 0.7 million. Wednesday kicks off down under, but on the other side of down under, that's New Zealand with the local imports, exports, and trade balance figures all due out. In addition, U.S. durable goods orders await for the month of July. Expectations calling for a read of -0.2%. Now Thursday is the beginning of the Jackson Hole Symposium throughout the session, while also right here in the United States it's a busy session of jobs numbers, both initial and continuing weekly jobless claims, and preliminary second quarter GDP due out, that of which is expected to come in at a rate of 6.7%. At the same time, Friday sees a continuation of the Jackson Hole Symposium, while right here in the United States, data will focus on U.S. July personal income, July personal spending, and the August Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index due out. Expectations for the consumer sentiment read 71.5. And also keep an eye on those geopolitical headlines across the globe, which continue to move the markets in both directions. And at the same time, just like the New York summer season is drawing to a close here in the Big Apple, well, the same can be said for the earnings season. Keep an eye on those as well. And until next week, live from the New York Stock Exchange on a Friday afternoon, wishing you all a great and healthy weekend, I'm James Swinney, reporting for ICF.